In today's video, we're going to see how we can configure Dynamic NAT Overload, that is commonly known as PAT. PAT stands for Port Address Translations. In our previous videos, we saw how we can configure NAT using the static approach, and then we saw how we can configure NAT using the dynamic approach. Both of them had their benefits and their drawbacks, and today we will see how I can configure PAT. PAT is also a type of dynamic NAT, but the difference is that instead of having a pool of IPs, we have a single IP, and all of our private IPs are being translated to that public IP. So for example, in our last video, these were the changes that we made. So we made this pool, and we made this access list. We made this pool, and then we made this access list to allow our private IPs to be translated into public IPs using this pool of address. Okay, so and this line was the line that made all of this happen, that in which we connected this list to our pool to make the translations happen. So we are going to use the same topology, and let's for example copy this one. Let's copy both of them. Okay, and we need this access list, but we don't need these two lines, the pool and the net inside source, in which we give the command to translate the IPs. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did in our previous. We're just going to paste them and just apply no before them. Okay, and then we will copy and just go to the CLI and paste them. Okay, so right now the pool is being used, so let's first do that, and as well do that, and now we can apply the command. So if we do run, the pool is gone, and also the net translation is gone. So what we're going to do is we are just going to assign this interface as that is the outgoing interface in our net. Okay, so what will happen is we will provide the list, that is this one, that contains the IPs of these PCs, and these PCs, that is VLAN 1, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. So all the VLAN PCs are included in this access list. So we will provide this access list, but for translation we won't be providing any pool. We will just be providing the outgoing interface. So whatever public IP is configured on our outgoing interface, all the IPs, the private IPs, will be converted to that public IP. Okay, so how we can do that is very simple. We are going to go for IPNet inside, just like before. Okay, and then for source we're going to provide a list. Obviously we are not going for static because we have already done that, so we will go for the list option, but from here we will change. In our last video we used pool because we were providing a specific number of IPs, public IPs, in our pool, but right now we will be going with the interface option. Okay, so after the interface we have to give the interface name. So if we remember, and we can see from our topology here that this is the serial 0 0 interface, so we will just provide serial 0/0 as our interface, and hopefully that's it. So let's check, and let's go to one of the PCs and ping 8.8.8. so there you go. Same way, let's go to the second one, 8.8.8. we can ping it. Let's go to the third one, 8.8. yeah, we have a successful ping. Let's go, there you go. All the clients are pinging and there is no interruption. Okay, if you remember, there is no interruption. We didn't have to provide all the bindings by ourselves, and we didn't have any problems pinging the client, just like in our last video when the IPs were all occupied. For example, we had 4 IPs in our previous video, so after the 4 clients were communicating, the 5th client was not pinging. So in this way we can configure dynamic NAT overload or overload. Okay, so one thing is that here, for example, when we are doing this, let's check the running configuration. So as you see, we provided this command, IP NAT source interface serial 0 0, but this overload keyword was included automatically. So if you write the word overload, that's also good, but if you don't write the word, it will also have the same effect. Okay, it will be added automatically, because after the serial interface there is no combination other than the overload keyword. So this is how you can configure NAT overload, or in other words PAT. And what it will do is, for example, if you check the translations now, so we will have to do another ping, since right now the IPs were released. So there you go, same way, there you go, there you go. And now if we give the command again, as you can see, there are different local IPs, that is 2 2 3, but the outgoing IP is the same. Okay, the outgoing IP is the same. For example, let's ping from here. Let's check our translation again. So there you go, the translation for 30, but the IP is still the same. So because we are using an interface, whatever IP is on the interface will be the public IP that these private IPs will be converted to. Okay, so this is the most widely used in home routers, and it's also the economical one, but obviously, as the other options, this also has its benefits and drawbacks. So we will meet again with another concept. So until then, take care.